Hey everybody, what's up? Hey everybody, how's Trix? What you up to today, folks? What's Trix? How's Trix? Okay, that's a joke. Anyway, yeah, I'm on again. Got my do going. Gotta get this straightened out. So, yeah, here we go. Get my do going. So, how's everybody tonight? Hey, Hank. No, this is not my real hair. I'm not a member of the hair club for men. This is just me goofing around. How's Trix? Now, this is something I got the other day. It's a redneck wig. My Joe Dirt hair. Yeah, so I thought I'd wear it. It's the party on the top. What was it? A party in the back, business on the top. So yeah, this is not my real hair. Actually, believe it or not, way back when, I did have long hair. About 15 years ago. I went through a phase where I had long hair. Didn't cut my hair for like 5 years. I had it big ponytail back. Well, not real big. Mostly it's just hats. I got things here and there. You know, these aren't that bad. This thing was only like $8. And the hats that I get, they're like $5-6. I just got, and some of the hats I actually got were sent to me by somebody. They were kind enough to send me some hats. I got a pizza hat and a poop hat. And what else do I have? A pizza hat, a poop hat, a chicken hat, some of the other ones. And if you saw in my videos, I had a pepper hat. I bought that one the other day. And if you go online like eBay or Amazon. Oh, you did? Cool. I'll have to go check it out later. But yeah, if you go on there, you can get them for like a couple bucks, $5-6. Some of them, you know, they're not the greatest hats, but it's cool. Like this one the other day, I went to I got this one, and I went to Chick-fil-A, and I wore this hat, and I got a free sandwich the other day. A cow hat. Yeah, got my mullet. Yeah, my Joe Dirt mullet. Oh yeah, everybody seemed to like the hats and the wigs. I have a purple curly wig, and I got a red curly wig, and yeah, it's fun. It's entertaining. You guys seem to like it, and so today I am drinking a drink to keep me awake. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm drinking this one today. Help keep me awake. Venom fruit punch. So it's pretty good. It's red fruit punch. So yeah. So anyways, yeah, I did a lot today, man. I got a lot of stuff done. And I don't know if some of you guys might have caught my no, I don't have that one yet. I don't have a hat review or a hair review channel. So, but yeah, some of you guys might have caught my Reaper fries video today. That I went down to Taco Bell. I tried the Reaper fries in the Reaper burrito. I have to admit that was pretty hot. So yeah. Okay, yeah, I have to go back and do the popcorn chicken because there was a confusion. Right here, Trix. Tricks are for kids. And then they got these fun shapes. These ones are the shapes that they got. Hey, Topoma. No. Everybody's welcome in here, you know. We're having a good time in here. We hang out. I'm supposed to be getting food trivia. And I think I'll get it tomorrow. So when I get that, I'll have a trivia night. Maybe I'll have it tomorrow night if I get it tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see if that you know, I don't know, it was weird. I ordered it and they sent it down to LA and then it's supposed to be coming back. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out this week. There was some of the other ones I didn't get to. Today that Burger King was supposed to have that pulled pork sandwich. I didn't make it down there. I just made it down to Taco Bell. Hey Ruth Marie, how's it going? Yeah, I made it down to Taco Bell. And that was a whole disaster when I was doing that one. I'm telling you. Yeah, they screwed my order up, and then when I was in the parking lot, I think it was an armored truck or something that was backing in there, and they were beeping and trying to do the review, and it was making noise, and yeah, just a lot of stuff went wrong with that one. So, but it was a fun review. If you like spicy, I'd recommend trying those Reaper fries. They are definitely hot. So yeah. And apparently there's also going to be another. I just put my Wingstop review up just a little while ago. The 2 new flavors of Wingstop, and tomorrow they're going to have another 2 new flavors. So I might go check that out. And yeah, so there's been a lot of stuff going on lately, the last couple of days. So real busy in the food game, I guess what you want to say. So and it all hit at one time. You know, that's the one thing we don't have here. We don't have too many like regular, like, you know, restaurants like, you know, old time, you know, American restaurants with like breakfast spots. Or we have one called Country Waffles, but it's only open part of the time. And you know, we don't have like any real, just, you know, down home restaurants here. We have like IHOP and some other ones, but we don't really have that. Like to have a place at Country Kitchen or something that does, you know, omelets and breakfast and, like, you know, the fried chicken or meatloaf dinner or something like that. We don't have that here anymore. We used to have one over here, but I heard that it closed. It was called the Red Tractor. That was actually really good. I don't know if you guys had one near you. They had a lot of good stuff. It was like, you know, down home dinners like meatloaf and fried chicken and sandwiches and chili and soup. So yeah, they end up closing them up though, you know, something good, and then they close it down, and then it's no good. Oh, and tonight, I'm not gonna say nothing, but I'm not being bugged tonight. They're in another room, and they're locked in they're locked in another room, and hopefully they'll stay in there all night. They won't come and bug me. So I don't have any co-hosts tonight. I guess they wanted to take a break. They're in one of the bedrooms sleeping in another bedroom, and so no kitties tonight, which is good because, you know, gives me a break. Hey, Kenneth. No, they're way down the hall. They're down the hall. They're in another room with the door shut. They're sleeping on a bed. So they'll probably be in there all night. Guess they decided to go hang out down there tonight. So that's good. Gives me a break. Yeah. Yeah, like my do, my Joe Dirt do. Yeah, see, some of those, I wish they had more of those, but they don't have them here anymore. No real like. There's actually one. There's one place down the street. It's called it's like Jim's Kitchen or something like that. But it's only open till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They only do breakfast and lunch. So I heard they got pretty good breakfast and things like that. But yeah, they don't have too many of those here anymore. I don't know. See, we're kind of turning into like a yuppie and upscale town, and everything's like all this fusion cooking and the upscale, things that cost like 15-20 bucks for stuff. And I just want a regular old like a diner type thing where you go in and get pancakes and, and bacon and eggs, that kind of thing. But they don't do that too much anymore. They want to be all healthy. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, different places. We used to have a lot more, but they kind of closed. And we used to have one called Lions. We used to have one called, believe it or not, there was one over here called Sambo's. You guys remember Sambo's? That didn't go over too well, and they ended up closing all of them. But yeah, it was a Sambo's, and then it was turned into Seasons restaurant, and then it was a Lions. Yeah, tourist towns, yeah. Ours isn't really a tourist town, but they don't have those kind of restaurants anymore. Like the old sit down, like Caro's, and they had Coco's and Denny's and all that kind of stuff. They don't have that much anymore. Regular sit down restaurants. Yeah, although we do have one just down the street from me, and supposedly it's open 24 hours, but I think only on the weekend. It's called Nell's Diner. It's got like hamburgers, sandwiches, that kind of thing. It's like a diner type thing. So that's right down the street, but I don't know. I've heard good and bad about it. So, and they're kind of high priced. I actually got something from there the other day. I got it from DoorDash. Had them deliver it. It was okay. It was a roast beef sandwich or something like that. It was okay. But I don't think I'd go there again, or I wouldn't get that particular sandwich that I got. It wasn't the greatest. But when you have to pay $10 and $12 for a sandwich and then it's not very good, you feel kind of ripped off. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, the cat and Outlaws. The cats are in another room, so there's no cats here tonight. They're off. They're off sleeping in a bedroom. So it's going to be quiet night tonight. No cat fights, no bugging, nothing. Nice and quiet one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we have that one. But yeah, I went to the Taco Bell this morning. Well, yeah, this early afternoon. And it's when went and got the Reaper fries, and they tried to screw up my order, and that's why I always go inside, get my order. Yeah. No, they're good tonight. They're just quiet. Yeah, they do. And I only tried it. This was like the first time I ever tried it, and I got a deal. It was like my first delivery, and I got it. It was a free delivery thing. So, yeah, I don't know that I'll be using it that often. It wasn't that great of a deal, and wasn't that great of a place. And the places are real limited. Yeah, see, the thing is the one right down here. Yeah, I know. Mine's right down the street, and they had it. and I checked on the app before I went. So that's what you might want to do. Look on the Taco Bell app and select the restaurant and see if it's in the app, because sometimes they don't have them. Like, I looked in my Burger King app and that pulled pork's not on there, but I don't know. They may have it. I just didn't want to go all the way down there. Find out they don't have it. Waste a trip. So I might go tomorrow and check it out, because the new wings at Wingstop are supposed to come out, and it's right down by Burger King. So I might go check it out. Well, that sauce was hot, but it wasn't really, really hot. Well, I guess you could just leave the sauce off. I don't know. Or ask for it on the side and just put a little bit on it. It's another option. But yeah, they kind of screwed up. They weren't real with it. I went inside. I ordered. I said I want the Reaper fries and a Reaper burrito. The lady took my order, and yeah, Outlaws, you said yours was $9 for the Reaper fries and the burrito. Man, where are you? I didn't think it was that much here. It was $7 something for mine. That seems kind of high for $9 for fries and a burrito. I don't know. I think, well, didn't you get a Coke too? Maybe that's why. I think you got a drink. That jacked it up a couple dollars. And you know what? What was funny was I did my review and I didn't get a drink. So I was living dangerously. I didn't have a drink when I was doing my review. I probably should have had something standing by in case it was super spicy. But I mean, it wasn't like really, really hot, but it was a lot better than the rattlesnake one, so I'll give it that. It had a little bit of kick. So yeah, it was one of the better ones. I liked that one. I liked that version one. That was good. I'd get that again, provided they'll still have it, and this will probably end up going away in a couple of weeks. Yeah, well, you never know. I live dangerously, I guess. Well, I'm like 5 minutes from home anyway, so. Or I could have gone back in and got a drink, or I don't know. I actually have a case of soda in the back, but it's all warm, so I don't know. Wouldn't have been all good. But yeah, it was good. Like I said, they screwed up my order. I ordered the burrito and the fries, and they gave me 2 burritos, and I'm like, they give me my 2 burritos, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. And then the lady at the counter was like, what do you mean? And I said, it's a Reaper fry and a Reaper burrito. You gave me 2 burritos. Then she goes to talk to the crew, and the crew's not with it. They didn't know what was going on. So then they had to make the fries, and then they made the fries, and then they just gave me the extra burrito in the bag. They're not going to take it back. So I got 2 burritos for the price of 1. And I got my fries too, so. Yeah, the thing is if I would have gone through the drive-through, they would have screwed up, and then I would have been gone. I would have had to go back. Man, I was watching this one guy. I don't know if you guys know him. His name is Roderick Eats. I believe that's his name. He did a review on it as well. He got his order was screwed up. He had to go back 3 times because they got his order wrong every time. Oh, cool. Well, there you go. That'll be cool. We'll wait to see him. But yeah, he had to go back 3 times. The first time they gave him the ground beef instead of steak, and he paid for the steak. The second time he got it, and it didn't have the it didn't have the Reaper sauce on it. And then he had to go back, and then he had to go back and get a side of the Reaper sauce. It was just ridiculous. So they ended up giving him a free drink and a free cinnamon twist. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they do that. I was there the other night when I was doing a late night stream. I wanted to get when the nacho fries first came back. I ordered the nacho fries. I get it home, and I get look at it, and it's nachos, not regular. It's not the fries. I wanted the fries, but it was nachos. So what are you gonna do? Go with it. Probably those Dragon Fire wings at Buffalo Wild Wings. Those were pretty dang spicy. That one day only one that was for the Game of Thrones thing. That was it's a mix of like Asian zing and their ghost pepper. I think it was ghost pepper. And then they threw jalapenos on top. That was pretty dang spicy. I mean, that's probably about the spiciest one I had. The atomic wings from Wingstop and some of the other ones are pretty hot, but I think I have to say that the Dragon Fire wings were pretty hot. The Dragon's Breath wings that I got from the Wingstop just the other day that I put that video up, they weren't that hot. I mean, when the first bite was kind of hot, but then after that I kind of got used to it. I kind of calmed down, so they weren't as hot. But I'm gonna have to see what the next one is. I think the next one's a mix of mango, habanero, and something else. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I don't know. I was watching this one guy. I follow. His name is Everything Spicy. He goes on there and he eats whole peppers, Reaper peppers, Scotch bonnet, habaneros. He eats them raw. I can't do that, but he does. Some people like to eat regular raw peppers, and I can't do it. Messes me up. There used to be one here, but I think they closed it down. I think the closest one's like a couple towns over now. I saw they used to have a Firehouse sub, but I guess it didn't do well, so they closed it down. So I don't know. Yeah, I've seen the pictures of it, and they got like a whole bar where you get all the different hot sauces, and you could put them on your sandwich. I don't know. Yeah, they don't have that here anymore. I mean, they had all these good places, and all of them are closing down, so. Oh, man, I think I'm gonna have to, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to lose the wig because it's making me itchy. So I have to put my cow hat. Yeah, sorry, I had to take it off. I'm gonna either put the cow hat or the bunny hat. Which one? Cow or bunny? I guess I could put the bunny on since I'm having Trix. The cow. You want to see the cow? Okay. Yeah, the wig is. Okay, well, I'll do the bunny then. I haven't had the bunny on for a while. This is a cool one. Yeah, they used to have that. No, I could put my bunny on and eat the Trix. And this one, yeah, I can't do the cow and the bunny. It won't work. It doesn't work that way. But yeah. That's my bunny hat. That's it. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Oh, you did. Congratulations. That Pusa's a good place to do that. Did you make it up to the wheel, or did they just showcase your channel to get you up to 1K? Yeah, I've been in there. I go in there regular. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I didn't get into there today. I was working on other stuff. But yeah, Puss's is they're good. I was actually in a stream with them earlier, and they were in everything Spices. They were in there hanging out with him for a while, watching him eat ghost peppers and Reaper peppers and all these other peppers. But congratulations on your 1K. Well, there you go. Hopefully you'll be making more and it'll stick, because like everybody said, you got to get a couple more, because YouTube, they go out there and they take them away, and so keep going, keep grinding. Hopefully you'll make more and you'll continue to grow. I know that I always have to have an extra for cushion whenever I try to hit my numbers. So, no, but Pusa Studio is really good. I always enjoy it, hang out in there. It gets kind of crazy in there. So yeah. But congratulations, that 1K is a big step. And when I hit mine, hey Dwago, how's it going? Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll get more, and then, like I said, going into Pusa Studios, going into other people's streams, making friends everywhere, making different groups of friends, maybe going to different, genres of different channels. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, sent. But yeah, like I said, today was a spicy day for me, I guess. Today was my spicy day, because I did the Reaper fries, and then I also just did the Dragon's Breath wings, so my spicy day. Funny how it works out that way. But yeah. Well, no, it's just when I had the spicy stuff, the Reaper fries got me. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't like to get too much hot stuff all at once, because I pay for it later. And I had all that stuff for, basically I had that stuff for lunch, so we'll see what happens later. Hopefully it won't, I won't suffer too bad. Yeah, I don't know. I think they kind of tamed it down for that sauce or whatever. It's supposed to say it was supposed to be super hot, but yeah, you get used to it after a little bit. But yeah, it was a good one. So I'm still waiting to see what else is going to come out. I think I've heard other things going to be coming out different places, so we'll see what the rest of the summer brings. Yeah, probably. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I've been trying to drink, have bread and other stuff and kind of help with that. But yeah, it was a good day today. Oh yeah, well I have my Trix and I have a couple other cereals, but I actually did a review on this. I have to edit it and put it out, but it's a review of the Trix and I wore the bunny hat. Oh yeah. Well, what's your usual? I forgot. Peanut butter. I had one. I just had a peanut butter. Really? I would think you wouldn't enjoy that part, but maybe you're like Mickey. Keep a chart. Oh, I talked to Mickey today too. She's still waiting to hear from YouTube, so we'll wait and see. Nothing new on that front, so she's still hanging on. She was on. Yeah, well, you know, it's one of those things where it's hurry up and wait, and YouTube always takes their time. So, well, you know, just like this, they've been taking their time with my AdSense because they finally. Okay, it's only 133 here, so we're good. Yeah, they finally got the money together and told me what my earnings were, and hopefully they'll pay me soon because it was back from May. I don't know. I didn't know how. I haven't had that yet, so I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know what days they generate. No, not a whole lot, but it was thanks to all you guys. You know, your super chats, your donations. That a lot of it was there. Yeah, I got some of it, but YouTube did take a big chunk. I have to admit they took a pretty good chunk. Well, the thing is, you have to reach $100 before you get paid, and for the first month I was under $100, and then they had to process the other month, and it looks like they're like about a week behind processing, so they just processed my June payment, and it did kick me over 100. So I don't know when they're going to actually cut my payment. So, but like I said, it's mostly because of your guys's, you know, your super chats, your donations, and also it's the ad revenue. It's a small amount for that. So I think most of my stuff was from the super chats that you guys sent. But I do appreciate it, and like I said, it will go towards getting stuff for the channel, either more hats or trivia or something, or also it'll pay for something that I review. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a field trip one day. No, he's not. It's not bank. I mean, by no means would I get rich on here. It's just a little bit of extra. It's a little bit of extra money for something I enjoy doing, and like I said, I appreciate you guys for all your donations, all your, you know, tuning in, you actually watching the ads on there. Well, we'll see. I doubt it. I really doubt. I mean, I'm not gonna be, you know, 100,000 subscribers and all that. There's no way I'll ever get that. I know that's not gonna be me, but I'm happy where I'm at. I'm a small channel. I like hanging out with you guys. Well, yeah, Joey's Joey. But he's also had his channel for like 5-6 years now. And so I've only had mine for a year, so that's another thing. Well, yeah, everybody's got their own opinion. Everybody likes different things, and like I said, I don't knock any of the other people out there. They have their own style, and everybody's channels appeal to different people. Some people, like them better. Some people, you know, don't have the same opinion. I've actually got a lot of people that don't like my channel. Yeah, and that's great. I'm glad that you like my channel. I'm glad that you like everything I do. And like I said, I don't wanna knock anybody else. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one chip challenge. So, okay, Raymond. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go on. I don't know that I'm gonna have a 3-hour stream tonight. I might only have like an hour stream tonight. Yeah. After last night, it kind of was like a 3-hour stream last night, and it kind of got me. No, no one chip challenges. I have the haunted ghost pepper chips. I have a bag as we speak. I'm saving that for my 2000, and that's as hot as I'm going. I don't want to do the one chip challenge. The haunted ghost peppers are bad enough. Yeah, they did. Oh my God, what did I was watching somebody, I watched somebody do that. Oh my God. There was, yeah, well, sometimes you got to just pick and choose your comments. You can't get to everybody. Yeah, I watched someone do something like that. It was either the 2-time noodles or the one chip challenge, and they ended up having to call the ambulance to take them to the hospital for it. So yeah, those are not anything to joke about. Well, yeah. Well, with what's the famous line from Spider-Man? With great fame comes great responsibility, or great power comes great responsibility. So it's part of the responsibility of having all the people is being able to reply to them all. I try to make it a point to reply to everybody. Yeah, I don't think I can eat none of those one chip challenge. I think they're just way too hot for me. Yep, great power comes great responsibility. There you go. Spider-Man. Use it wisely, my friend. And don't lose your head. What's that quote from? Apparently they did. No, I believe they actually used Reaper peppers in that sauce because they were pretty dang spicy. Oh, well, the quote was from my favorite movie, The Highlander. At the very end where he tells them, that he won the prize. And with his new power, he knew what everybody in the world was thinking. And use your power wisely and don't lose your head. That's my favorite movie, man. Highlander was like, that's my ultimate. I think I posted a picture on my my community tab a while back. I have a poster, and it's a Highlander 3 poster. So yeah, that was the original one was my favorite movie. That was like the ultimate one, at least for me. Well, apparently here it's starting to get there. It's getting hotter here. You can have some of my heat. I'll send it to you free of charge. It's starting to get up into the 80s. in the 90s almost. So it's probably going to get hit triple digits soon. And when that happens, you know, we're going to be in trouble. So I don't know. Yep. Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery. Yes. That's the one. I used to have the sword, the Highlander sword, or a copy of it. Yeah, it's not humid here. It's always dry heat. Oh, I got an email today from A&W. A&W is running a contest. They're designing a new logo for their 2020, and you can go to A&W website. You can vote on what design you like best for their new logo for 2020. They got like 4 different logos. You can pick it, and then you can win a prize, I guess, if you. I didn't go get the Slurpee, no. I didn't want to go down there it's a small one, a kid's size. I'm not going to go down there for a little tiny Slurpee. And I don't know if they would bring those Dragonfire wings back. I don't think I'd do them again. That was pretty dang hot. From what I heard, though, it was ghost pepper and Asian zing combined, so I don't know. I don't think they have their ghost pepper anymore. I actually had the ghost pepper from Buffalo Wild Wings a while back when it was out. No, that's in May. There's another day from 7-Eleven. It's like in May. It's called Bring Your Own Cup Day. It was back in May. Yeah, you bring your own cup. But on 7-Eleven, it's a free Slurpee day, and you just get a kid-size Slurpee. It's like a tiny one. I saw pictures of everybody was getting it, so that was your free one. But the bring your own cup day, you bring your own cup, and then you fill it up. I don't remember if it was like a certain price for it. And people were bringing in like, you know, margarita pitchers and, you know, big giant fish bowls and stuff like that. Anything that can fit under the nozzle, pretty much, you can fill it up with Slurpee. Some people would be coming in there with, you know, trash bags and kiddie pools and, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, they'd get a little cuckoo. Go overkill with all that stuff. I can't drink that much Slurpee. I'm telling you. Oh wow, yeah. I was in there the other day and I got it was the Sour Patch Kids one. Yeah, I actually did. One of my reviews a couple months back when they originally brought it out, I tried it with something else that whatever, I don't know, it was the Crunch Wrap or the rolled tacos or whatever was out at the time. I tried it with the watermelon freeze. So there's an older video of mine out there. And I saw that they had it today. I was gonna get it, but then, yeah, I don't know. I didn't. Saturday. It probably would. I guess you could add in some, you know, some go-go juice to the watermelon, a little bit of vodka, a little bit of something like that, I guess. All it is watermelon Slurpee with a little candy watermelon seeds in it. So that's the only thing that watermelon thing is. But yeah, Saturday, I'll be putting up the Taco Wars on Saturday. Actually, I got to work on some other ones because I got other reviews, and I was trying to go through in some of the other ones. No, not lately. No more Drew drives for a while. Maybe 151 to go. I know they have the Mexican Coke at they got it at my grocery outlet, and I think they might have it at some of the stores in the bottle. Mexican Coke is Coke with real, I think it's like real sugar, and it's in an actual glass bottle, and it's bottled in Mexico. It's made with real cane sugar in an actual glass bottle. So it's like, they have other ones out there I've seen. It's called like Throwback Mountain Dew, Throwback, I think Pepsi has them, and they're made with the real cane sugar. No. You know, I wish I could find that. I wanted to get that last year when it was out, the cinnamon Pepsi. I don't know if you guys ever tried that one. Yeah, exactly. It's made with the sugar instead of the fake stuff that they have. It's supposed to be a little bit better. It's supposed to taste a little sweeter. Yes. You know it, Kenneth. Tricks are for kids. Yeah. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. I have my tricks. I have my tricks on Route 66. Good morning, Kenneth. Yeah, I like the zero sugar much better. The cane sugar is a little too sweet. I've tried the Mexican Coke, and it does taste a lot like Pepsi to me, like where it's very sweet. So, I don't know. But like, I tried both versions of that vanilla one. Yes, Kenneth, I have lots of different cereals. But yeah, I tried it, and I like the zero sugar better. Especially when you do flavoring, and you do like, you know, vanilla or something like that, and then it, on top of that flavoring, then you got the sugar, and then it's a little too sweet, and it mixes with it. It's like when you go to Sonic, and you get like, you know, 5 different flavors. Yeah, I think it does, but it's also a little sweet, a little bit sweeter. But yeah, if you ever go to Sonic and you get like, you know, 5 different flavors, you get like, you know, grape, cherry, lime, you know, vanilla Coke. It's like all that different syrups and flavorings in there. It makes it way sweet. So I don't know. Hey, rescuer. How's it going? False. I don't eat honey bunches of oats. It's not one of my favorite ones. I mostly like only a couple cereals, really. Yeah, I did try the mango Coke. Or no, well, no, they got mango Pepsi. I don't know, did they have mango Coke? There's a mango Pepsi that I tried. But I don't know if they had mango Coke. I saw some funky flavors in like 7-Eleven or like the gas station sometimes. Oh yeah, I did try. I tried the Pepsi that's got the mango and the berry. Yeah, but I can't find it. I haven't found that Dr. Pepper yet. But yeah, they have mango Pepsi, the blueberry Pepsi, and the lime. Yeah, peach Coke at the soda fountain. Yeah, I have that one in the bottle, the peach, the California peach. That was one of my first reviews. I was actually trying to find that at the grocery store, and I can't find it at my stores because it's in the glass bottle. I was gonna do a re-review on that one, but yeah, I couldn't find it. Plus, it was like $6 for 4 of them. But yeah, they have the California raspberry and the Georgia peach ones in the bottles. Yeah, you have to get the, and then you have to pay for the glass bottle deposit too. So it runs you, you know, $6 for four bottles plus the deposit. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. Yeah, and I don't know if you saw this, but this one lights up. I always like that one. Always fun. It's interactive, but yeah, they have all those different ones. Still want to find Jolt Cola. I haven't found that one. Well, no, I bought them a year ago, and I did that review, and I had four bottles, and I finally drank the last one a couple months ago. I saved them for a special occasion. Yeah, Jolt, I don't think they have Jolt Cola. There's one, I think I'm gonna try and see if I could find this one. There used to be a place here years ago in the 70s. It's like hopped up, it's like kind of like RC Cola. Yeah, they still have that, the NOS, a big can. Blue, it looks like the nitro, a nitro tank. Yeah, I've tried those, and I try to stay away from those. They're like super super strong. That NOS is like bad. Okay. Yeah, they got all kinds of different energy drinks now. They've got, I have it. I am going to do, that's what I'm going to do, a soda, I'm going to do a soda war. I have a bottle of RC, and I have some cans of Shasta. No, I have not. I have not. But yeah, the RC and the Shasta were kind of like the low end colas. They're like watered down. I remember I used to get that all the time. So I'm gonna do a taste off of those two. Or sometimes you go to the Dollar Tree and you get the 3-liter bottles of the soda. I think Shasta was the one that came in a 3-liter bottle. Big old heavy hunking thing. Nothing like a 3-liter bottle. Couldn't even fit it in the refrigerator. It was so big. Yeah, there we go. Soda World War II. Soda World War. Soda war between the sodas. I don't know. I've done a couple other ones. I did a orange soda war, a grape soda war. compared the different brands of orange soda and the different brands of grape soda. I'll have to do a strawberry one, and I think that's about it. I think that's the only one that, because I've done the orange soda, I've done the grape soda. Guess I could do like Sprite versus 7-Up, or Mountain, what's that other one, Sierra Mist. Do that one. Yeah, I could do that. Soda Revolutionary War. Nope, I haven't been to the movies in a long time. I don't even remember the last movie I went to in the theater. I watch them all at home. I'm not into going to the movies as much anymore. They're a little too expensive, and for me, the going down to my theater is a whole big to do, because my theater's downtown, and if I have to go there, I've got to park all the way across the street in the parking garage, and then I got to walk all the way over there, and then you have to get a reserved seat. And yeah, and it is like, yeah, it's like $10-12 to go to a movie. So then if you want anything to eat, forget it. $20 for a soda and a popcorn. So yeah, I haven't been to the theaters for at least 2 years, I think. I don't know. I used to go, but now it doesn't pay for it. It doesn't pay anymore, you know. And they have these other ones that have, I've heard the ones that you can get like an AMC movie pass, where you can get like so many. Yeah, I have a Roku, but yeah, I don't know. The theaters aren't not for me anymore. Really? How long ago was that? What, like 10 years ago? Wow. I think the last one I saw was Star Trek Beyond. That was like, what, like 17 or 18, I think. Yeah, sometimes. But I don't know. I just don't have all that stuff. I have cable. I get HBO. Wait for them to come on there. Here and there, sometimes they have them on demand. I don't know. It seems like every service now, you have to pay for it. You know, if you want a premium content. I heard they're changing what's on Netflix. Yeah, I'm sure they're starting up. Time Warner's going to start up their own pay-per-view or pay channel. It's Time Warner now. I guess they're going to get some exclusive shows on there. They said they got them off of Netflix and they're putting them on this new Time Warner channel. So yeah, you got to just, yeah, I don't know. It seems like everybody's got a streaming channel now, and then they want you to subscribe, or they want you to pay for their service. They got exclusive content here, they got exclusive content there. Yeah, kind of. It more fizz, and then it had double the caffeine. But then they came out with another one. It was Jolt Cherry Cola too. They used to have them at 7-Eleven, but I don't think they make them anymore. I don't know. They had them in bottles. Oh, wow. Okay, well, here we go. Too Fast, Too Furious. Wow. That was a while ago. What's that? It had to have been like 2007 or something. Okay, yeah, okay. Too Fast, Too Furious. I never understood that whole naming behind that one. No, I don't like Captain Crunch. It tears up my mouth. The pieces are too jagged. I usually eat Trix, or I'll have something else that's not so rough. I still have the chocolatey crunch berries somewhere. I never ate all those. But yeah, on the Too Fast and Too Furious, I remember the first one was The Fast and the Furious. And then they had Too Fast, Too Furious. That made sense. Then they had the one that no one talks about because they said it doesn't really exist. It wasn't part of the thing, the Tokyo Drift, which was the third one. Then they went back and called one, I think it was just called Fast and the Furious, or it was The Fast and the Furious. I think that's what it was. The first one was Fast and Furious, then it was The Fast and the Furious. And then it was Fast 5, and then it was, I think it was 6, and then Fast and Furious 7. I think that was it. I don't know if they're doing an 8. Okay, yeah, 2003. It was a while ago. But it's been a while since I saw that. I remember watching that. I remember watching that when I worked nights. I worked in a computer center, and we worked nights. And we had to sit there a lot, and we'd bring in our laptops, and we'd watch a movie on our laptops. That was one of the ones we watched all the Fast and Furious movies, and we used to swap. We used to swap the movies. We'd say, okay. I had like a portable disk drive, and the other guy would bring in his movies on the disc, and we just like download the movies to our computers. Like, okay, what do you got? Yeah, it was kind of weird. I never understood that whole thing. It was kind of like what they did with the Highlander movies, where they took the second one and then they said, well, it didn't really exist, but if it did, it would have been here. And they kind of like screwed the whole storyline up. And they tried to fix it. Yeah, Fast 5 with The Rock. And then he was in 6 and 7. That new one's coming out, Shaw and Hobbs. I think that's coming out soon. I saw the preview for that one. That looked kind of cool. Rock's in everything now. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, he's always cooking something. Seems like he shows up in every movie now. It's like, how much money are you going to pay me? Yeah, he shows up in a bunch. What did I watch that one that was really bad? Oh, there was just one I watched the other day. Yeah, I was kind of bad about that whole thing with him. Has it been that long? 2013? Wow. Huh. There was one where he was kind of like a geek, and he was like a spy. Can't remember what the name of it. It just recently came out. He was like a CIA agent. And he was pretending to be a dumb guy, and he was really like a secret agent. I can't remember what it's called. Really? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they're gonna milk it. I tried watching that. I watched the first season and a half, and then I kind of lost interest in it. But I did watch it. Oh, that's it. Central Intelligence. Yeah, that's the one. It's kind of lame. It wasn't very good. Wasn't some of the Rock's best work. Kind of like the Tooth Fairy. That was not real good. I mean, it was cute, but I don't know. What was the one? Oh, what was that one? I think it was called the one with Vin Diesel. I think it was called The Babysitter. Wasn't that the one? Where he had the kids and he was singing the Peter Panda song. Pacifier, that's it. I knew it was something like that. The Pacifier, that was that was actually kind of good. I mean, it was okay. He's another one of those, action stars that ends up in everything. Vin Diesel. I watched one of his old movies, and it was totally different. He had hair. I think it's called Boiler Room. One of the first movies he was ever in. He was. I remember seeing it. He was a pit fighter, like in a alien planet. He was in an arena, and I don't remember what he looked like. He was made up like an alien. Yeah, that's the one thing, I'm a big Trekkie, so I know everything about Trek. Yeah, Jerry Ryan, 7 of 9. Yeah, I know a lot about Star Trek. I know all the different series. I know all the trivia. I've been to the conventions. So yeah, I know about that. I went to they had when it was Paramount's Great America. They had a Star Trek. It was called Star Tour, and they had all this stuff. All set up, the sets and the ships and stuff. Yeah, I have watched Jumanji 2. Yeah, saw it before you took it away. Yeah, I watched that one, Welcome to the Jungle. He was okay in that one too. But yeah, they had all the ships and the sets and the props. And the Klingons were there. Back when it was Paramount. The Klingons would be walking around in the park. It was kind of cool. That was all set up in there. And then they had one, it was at, we've got a museum here. I think it's called the Museum of Natural Science or something. It's in San Jose. Oh, cool. That would be cool. But yeah, I got to see all that stuff that was on tour, all the ships, all the costume designs, all that stuff. Yeah, I've met a couple people when I went to the conventions. I saw there was yes, I have both of them. But I got to meet the guy that plays Odo and the guy that played Q. Yeah, I was gonna say, did the chin punch you, or did you know, what was it, the the fist comes out of his beard? He's so tough. Yeah, there's the whole thing about the Chuck Norris is so tough, even his chin will punch you. Yeah, that was on Family Guy, I think. But yeah, I saw a couple of the people I got autographs from them. I wish I had the pictures. Yeah, those were all in the Jumanji. It's a little different for the second one. It's about a video game instead of a board game. So then what was the other one? The Journey to the Center of the Earth Part 2. That he was in that one. San Andreas. Watched Skyscraper. That was kind of weak. Watched that one the other day. Watched Rampage. That was kind of weak. Came out at the same time. Yeah, some of those I think he just showed up and got a paycheck. They weren't his best work. But hey, if I got paid several $1 million, I'd probably do it too. It was like back in the old days when, oh yeah, Game Plan. Yeah. I remember that was back in the old days. I was watching the old Saturday Night Live, and they had Eddie Murphy on there. And Eddie Murphy, he went off of Saturday Night Live because he got like real big and he started doing movies. And after he did the one 48 Hours, he kind of got big, so he left. And then he said he got offered a movie and he thought it was going to be good, and he took it, and it was like the worst movie ever. If you guys remember that one, Best Defense, Dudley Moore. He said he wasn't going to do it, but then they offered him a lot of money. He said, how much money? Okay. Then right after that, he ended up getting Beverly Hills Cop. And that like kind of brought him back. But yeah, same with Jim Carrey. Yeah, yep, he is. Yeah, and Living Color and all that, then he got big, and then now he's kind of downhill, and I don't know. I haven't seen any of his newer stuff lately. Just not very good. I don't know. He kind of lost it after a while. The first ones were funny. Okay, good night, Kenneth. Thanks for stopping in. They had the Ace Ventura and The Mask, and some of those were good, but then the later ones aren't as good. Been a while since I saw those. I have to watch. I recorded a couple of movies that I still have to watch. Liar Liar. Yeah, I watched that one. I recorded a couple of movies I still got to watch. Friday. The first Friday movie, that one's funny. And what was the other one? I just recorded one. Trying to remember what it was. One that just recently came out of. Bohemian Rhapsody. I taped that one. I have to watch it still. I have to see how that one was. I heard it was good. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but I watched Bohemian Rhapsody. I got the Friday movie's always funny. Yeah, those are funny. The second one is pretty good. The third one was, yeah. but the first one and the second one were the funniest. Joker and Baby Joker. I'm an Aztec warrior. I'm an Aztec warrior. Yeah, that was too funny. And then the part where the dad's in the dog catcher thing. Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Yeah, so that one was funny. I mean, that whole thing was just like too funny because it was like ghetto. You know, so ghetto. Kind of like that other one, the old one called the real long title. Yeah, exactly. You got knocked out. Yeah. Well, they said it in all of them. They said it in all three at one point. When Debo got knocked out, you just got knocked out. And then in the other one, I think it was the dad that said it, and then the third one, I think it was someone else that said it too. They worked that into all three. But there was the other one. Do you remember? I think it was like back from either the 80s or the 90s, and it was the long title called "Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood." Remember that one? The Wayans brothers in it. It was like a spoof. Yeah. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Yeah, it had the Wayne brothers, and then he kept changing the hairdo, and he had like different things in his hair. It's like a running joke. And then they had that other one, Pootie Tang. Yeah, exactly. Doctor what? Oh, Sonic the movie? Yeah, I've seen Cable Guy. Is that going to be Sonic movie coming out, or is it already out? Yeah, and some of these things I don't keep up on. But I remember those old ones with the comedy ones. Next Friday, Friday After Next, a couple other ones. The other ones that you should get or you should watch, they're like, oh yeah, the spoof movies are funny. Yeah, probably not. Okay, yeah, I don't know that I want to watch it either. But the spoof movies are funny. You want one? You should. Have you seen Meet the Spartans? That one's funny. Take Off on 300. That one was funny. I laughed at that one. Yeah, check it out. It's called Meet the Spartans, and it's got it's like a total rip on the whole 300 thing, and then they throw in a bunch of other things, and it has Carmen Electra and a couple other people. Yeah, she plays the queen, and they have a dance off. It was like You Got Served and all these other ones, and yeah, there's just a bunch of jokes in it. It's pretty good. The Spartans had a dance off, and they ripped on what's that girl? Paris Hilton. Ripped on her and a bunch of other people. Yeah, Top Secret, I like that one. Then they had a whole bunch of other ones. One called Epic Movie, one called Disaster Movie, one called there was a couple other ones. I can't remember them now. Yeah, Epic Movie, Disaster Movie. A couple other ones. They were along the same. I think they were the same people that produced all the movies. It's like rip on Spider-Man and rip on all the other superhero movies, and then the disaster movies were like the invasions and all that, War of the Worlds. Yeah, Top Gun 2, I've heard that. Yeah, I remember Top Secret. I like that one. Oh yeah, it's Top Gun Maverick. Well, Top Gun 2 essentially, but yeah, he's an instructor, I guess. Yeah, I like the uh, go to the Mita shed. These are all the French resistance, avant-garde, chocolate mousse. Oh wow, there you go. Avant-garde, escargot, détente, latrine, latrine. Hey, Latina J. It's latrine. Go to the Mita shed. Chocolate mousse. Oh, cool. There you go. Well, if you're going to do that, you need some Trix. Want some Trix? They go good. Trix are for kids. What? Wait a minute. What did you do? Did she say something wrong? She's cool. No, she's not. She's not a troll. When she comes back, she's okay. No, Latina J's cool. She's been around for a while. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Latina J. He thought you were something else. After the timeout, she'll come back. No, it's okay. It's okay, Scent. You just didn't know. Yeah, Latina's been around for a while. She's into the whole culture, the whole 420 culture. So that's her thing. No, I don't have an opinion on it one way or another. People like that stuff. They like that stuff. So personally, I don't get into it, but if you want to do it, it's your own. That's your own thing. So it's legal here. So I don't know. She'll come back. Yeah, no, he was just reacting. So when you come out of timeout, Latina, he didn't mean it. Yeah, there's got a lot of those different spoofs. Movies are always funny. Top Secret, that was one of my favorite ones. I have it on VHS. I had a whole big collection on VHS, and that was one of the ones I bought. VHS. I still have a VHS and a DVD player. It's a dual. Yeah, my one friend used to have Beta. He had a whole library with Beta. He even had a converter that you put the Beta tape on it, and then you could play it in a regular VCR. Guess it was some kind of attachment. I don't know how that worked, but it did. Yeah, the thing was, back in the old days when Beta was out, You know what? Most of the time that I used to see the stuff for beta, I see them advertised in the adult magazines in the back. It's always the adult title libraries on Betamax. Yeah, you had to have a converter for them. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could do a barbecue or a snack wars, or I don't know. I have to figure something out. Hey, Mike and Missy got hitched. We're just talking about the old beta systems and stuff. Yeah, hey, we're talking about like the old stuff that you used to have Betamax and movies. I used to have movies on VHS. And we're talking about how the old stuff used to have Betamax. Some people had that before, way before VHS. Then they had the one that was for a little while. They had a little while. It was with the DVD. It was called DivX, and you rented the movie. It was like a one-time deal, and somehow you put the disc in there and unlocked it for one viewing, and then you had to pay like a subscription service to unlock the movie. I don't remember how that worked. They had it was a DivX player. I remember that. Didn't last long because people didn't want to have to pay for the movie and then have to pay to watch the movie. Yeah, they had it. It was strange. It was like, it didn't last long. Something about you hooked the DivX player up to your phone and it dialed in and you paid a fee and then it unlocked the movie for one viewing. It's kind of like a rental service, but I don't know. I don't know how that worked. You actually had the disc and somehow it unlocked the thing if you had an account. Didn't last long. Kind of like those other ones that never caught on, like the whole MySpace page and yeah, well, that's there you go. You'll see when I put the whole thing out. I didn't watch your video yet because I wanted to get mine done, but I don't know how you felt about the at the Burger King tacos, but I wasn't too impressed, at least with the ones I got. So, yeah, it is now. But back in the old days, MySpace was like the first thing, and it never caught on. Facebook caught on, but happened to be kind of like the whole. Remember the Zune player? It was a Microsoft version of iPod. That went down. And Napster, that went down. Yeah, some of these ones that just never caught on. Some of them, Zune, yeah, Zune player. It was an MP3 player, wasn't an iPod, and it just kind of died. Then they had the one was a Newton. It was a Newton. It was like a tablet kind of back before they had tablets. I had one. Remember the ones they were the oh my God, Palm Pilot? That was what it's called, Palm Pilot. It was like a little tablet and then you had the little stylus. Yeah. Palm Pilots. I remember those were like the big thing. And it, yeah, I had the MSN I had MSN Network for about a minute. It's a dial-up thing back when AOL was like on. You had AOL, and you had MSN's, the MSN Network, AOL, Yahoo Messenger, CompuServe, those old things, yeah. That was when they first started. And then they used to have a Netscape browser. Remember Netscape was like your default browser? Everybody went with Netscape instead of Yahoo or instead of Google or anything like that. Those are like the big things. And then Netscape came out. Yeah, Bing. And I remember Bing came out and they put, if you used Bing as your search engine, you got like, you can get points or whatever, and you can actually make money for viewing pages. If you use so many of them and you got so many points, you can actually get money. It did. Yeah, Netscape was a big thing, but then they all ended. Yeah, they used to have a bunch of these, all the talk things. It was like Yahoo groups. They had one called ICQ. It was like a messenger thing that didn't last. Yahoo Messenger didn't last. AOL Messenger. They finally ended up shutting all those down. It's a long time ago. I first had the internet. Yeah. Well, no, that's true. Hotmail. That's another one. Hotmail. That was your secret. That was your secret porn account. Hotmail. Yeah, AOL dial-up, Hotmail. Oh boy, they had a whole bunch of different ones back in the day. All the old free service. Did you ever see oh my God, what was it? Larry the Cable Guy, Health Inspector. And they had Yahoo Messenger, and it was Big Baller 323 or something like that. Screen name. You should watch that one. Larry the Cable Guy's Health Inspector. That's a funny movie. Big Baller 323. He was talking. Oh yeah. I had the original, I had a modem from my work, and it was a 1200K, and then I went up to 2400, and then I went up to 96. I thought I was lightning fast on that one. Back when the PCs had a built-in modem, or you had to upgrade your modem card. Sometimes they had the external ones. Sportster modems. I remember those. Sportster. They were little boxes with all the little different lights lit up. And then it would make all that squealing noise whenever you dialed up. Or if you were really old, you had the phone modems where you actually put the receiver onto the modem. You had the acoustic coupler, like in war games. You had to put the phone on it. So yeah, that was old time, man. I had to take the one modem I had to actually unclip the phone cord and plug it directly into the modem. So you couldn't use your phone and you couldn't use the modem at the same time. You had to do one or the other. Yeah, that was old. I was an old one. And also remember when AOL first came out, you had to only so many hours allotted, and if you went over your hours, they would give you had to pay like a premium per hour. I don't know, it was like 40 hours a month or something. And if you went over, it was like $1 an hour. Yeah, I remember that happened one time. My mom was on there, and it was like one of the first times, and she went over the allotted thing, and the bill was like, $75 or something for the overage charge. Well, Rescuer, I think he only had one video right now on that particular one. He had other ones, but I thought he had that lasagna. Oh yeah, the overage charge, and it was like, and also back in the old days when everywhere you went, everything you got in the mail had the stupid AOL installation disc with free hours. They're probably sleeping. It's okay. It's usually quiet. I mean, late night, I don't get a whole lot of people over late night, but it's just you guys out there. We're just hanging out talking. I don't need a whole big crowd. Yeah. They used to have the discs, and you'd get them like in the magazines. You'd get them at like McDonald's and Kmart, Walmart. Have them when you walk in. 100 free hours for installing it. And then you had to reinstall it. I forget what they ended up getting. It was like AOL like 9.0 or something like that. I think was the final one. I don't remember. And then you had the AOL browser. You had to use the AOL browser. And everybody swore by it. I remember my ex-brother-in-law, he would only use the AOL browser. He wouldn't use the Internet Explorer. He only used the AOL browser because that was like the only thing he knew how to use. Yeah, Comp USA, Circuit City. We also had one called Computer City for a minute. Is Comp USA still around, or did they go out? I think they might have gone out. I know Circuit City went out. But yeah, they had those. We've still got a place here called Fry's Electronics. And it's kind of like a Best Buy type thing. Blockbuster, yeah. Hollywood and Blockbuster were the two main movie rental places. So that was back in the old days, man, when they had all that different stuff. I saw a thing that some guy did this, and this would have been funny. He got the AOL discs that, the installation discs. He had people either give them to him or they sent them in the mail or whatever. He asked the people to give him all the installation discs, and they like dumped them off at his porch or whatever. And he strung them all together. He put them in the back of like his pickup truck. He drove them back to the AOL headquarters, and he dumped them on their doorstep. He had 1 million installation discs that he all tied together, and he dumped them on their front porch. Guess he had a couple truckloads of them. He just dumped them off on their front porch. He didn't want them because you couldn't go anywhere without hitting one of those magazines in the front of the store, like Walmart, grocery stores, magazines, the mall, everywhere. Free AOL hours. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah, they're watching you. They still have AOL, but the funny part was, AOL didn't actually have an internet service. They didn't have like a service provider. It was just an account. You had to have a dial-up, or you had to have an internet provider to use the AOL. That's what people didn't understand. It was just the browser and the messenger. That was what people would use. You still had to have a internet service, whatever it was, you know. Yahoo. I have like Comcast here. I don't know what you guys have for your services. Yeah, they used to have the chat rooms, and they used to have all that. Yeah. Some people used to put them like on Christmas trees. Yeah, they'd hang them up on the Christmas trees as flashy. Or they'd make a clock out of them. You'd paste them to a clock. AOL parties, yeah. Dishes are done, man. Pull. Yeah. Remember that one? Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. They were on the roof with a shotgun and flinging the plates and shooting the plates. Okay, did you ever do this one? Did you ever take... the dishes are done, man. Did you ever take the CDs and you put them in microwave? Yeah. Put them in the microwave and it would spark, and it would like fry all the coating off of it, and it would destroy the disc, and it would probably destroy the microwave too. But if you had an old microwave, you put them in there. Yeah. If you ever have an old microwave that you don't care anything about, or it's like gonna die. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, I had one. I had a it wasn't AOL, but it was like Yahoo Messenger, and I used to have my screen name, and it was like way long. It's like it took forever to log on. Yeah, Sullivan. Sue Ellen, yes, that was it. Sue Ellen. Dishes are done, man. That's a funny movie. That was back from the old, probably like the 80s. They also had the one with Michael J. Fox, one with Secret of My Success. That was along the same time. That was kind of funny one too. But yeah, I actually watched that one, and then there was another one that was good. Adventures in Babysitting. Did you ever see that one? I know what you mean. Applebee, Applegate. Kelly Bundy. That was like her first big role too. Then she was in a bunch of different movies after that. Teen Wolf, yeah. Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2. The second one wasn't as good. Speaking of Teen Wolf, if you watch the movie, next time you watch the movie, I know you guys know this, if you watch the movie at the very end, watch the, when they're getting ready to run the credits, watch the background. You'll see something funny. There's a scene in that one right after he does the final basket, and then they're you know, cheering. Oh man, I don't remember that one, but they're cheering and they go into the stand. They show one person that's in the stand, and their pants are unzipped. and it shows them in the background. They're zipping their pants up in the background of the movie. So look for that. It's in the end. It really is. I mean, you look for it. It's in the background. There's someone in the stands. They stand up and their pants are opened and they zip their pants up. You have to watch it. You're like, wait a minute, it really happened. Yeah, it was one of those weird things. I don't know. Yeah, maybe there was. The other thing is, another one that you guys might want to watch that, if you could stand it. Uh, okay, I know. Um, there's another one back from the 80s. It's called Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. Remember that one? They had Breakin' and then Breakin' 2. In Breakin' 2, there was a scene on the beach where they were breakdancing on the beach, and there's Jean-Claude Van Damme's in the background. He's like a dancer in the crowd. He's got like spandex shorts on and a tank top, and he's like dancing in the background. Before he was well known. Wait a minute, that's Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was an unknown back then, but he was in that movie. It was a bad movie, but he was in the scene. It's like, wait a minute. Yeah, some of those old ones, they had people in them before they were famous. Heart of the City. I don't remember if I saw that one. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I saw it once or twice. I don't remember. You know, they originally had a different person. They had different people for the Married with Children pilot. They had a different Kelly and a different Bud. And they actually made a pilot with the different people. I saw that. It was different. And then it was exactly the same as the pilot with the original people, but just different actors. I guess they didn't catch on. You can find it. It's out on you can find it on YouTube. It's like alternate Married with Children pilot. There's also one that has a split screen where they compare the two. They show the ones with the first ones and then the ones with the other ones side by side. So the scene's like exactly the same. So you can watch both of them at the same time. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, they had a lot of those things. They had a lot of pilots that were done and redone. Some of them weren't the first choice. Oh, really? That's good. Yeah. I think it was a dark hair. I think it was like a brunette, and then the Bud looked different too. I don't remember what he. Yeah, I think the original one had a dark hair, and I can't remember what the Bud looked like. I don't know. Best role for. I think his best role was Back to the Future, and I guess Christina, I'd have to say, yeah, Kelly Bundy was probably As much as I hate to say it, I mean, she was good in that, playing the airhead. But it probably was. Yeah, they did. Because when the first like half a season, they were like um Al and Peggy were just like normal, and then they got kind of, rude and insulting, and Peg was a ditz, and then even Kelly got like real ditzy, and they kind of they dumbed her down. So yeah, they did change the characters from when they first started. Did you guys remember they had another one that was like a kind of a spoof on that one? It's called was it I think it was Unhappily Ever After. It's basically a remake of Married with Children, and it had the talking bunny. Remember that one? It had the talking bunny. Bobcat was the bunny, and only the guy could see the talking bunny and talk to him. I think the guy's name was Ed. Yeah. But yeah, it was Unhappily Ever After. Oh, it was Jack. That was his name, Jack. And then it had the wife. They were divorced, but they were still kind of together. Yeah, I remember that one, War of the Roses. Mr. Bunny, Mr. Floppy. That was the bunny's name, and it had Bobcat that did the voice for it. And then they had the son, and then the daughter, and the daughter was oh my God, the rare Nikki Cox was the daughter. She had red hair, and she kind of like, Kelly. She was kind of like dressed real cheap and went out with the guys. And then the son was kind of a dork. Yeah, I've seen Man vs. Food. Watch the Travel Channel all the time. Okay, Scent. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. I said I wasn't going to be on long, and I've already been almost 2 hours. So, yeah, there goes that one. But yeah, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. They used to have other shows on Fox when it first came on, and I think they didn't catch on like they did, like Married with Children did. Because when Fox first started, they had a bunch of comedies, and I think they only lasted like one season. They kind of died. One was like about something about a president, and there was a couple other ones that didn't last long. I'd have to go back and look and see what the original Fox season, inaugural Fox season, they had all different sitcoms and stuff, and only a couple of them lasted. Married with Children was like the one that caught on, but Couldn't Fly Today. Couldn't get away with that. I don't know. They just have. Hey Harden, how's it going? We're just hanging out. We're talking about old TV shows from a while back. Married with Children and all that ones. Yeah, appreciate it. Talking about the old shows that used to be on. Married with Children and all those other ones. You guys used to watch all that stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm still recovering from that hot Reaper fries. I was kind of hot today. Yeah, I love that. Married with Children and all those old ones. Growing Pains. Yeah, they were along the same lines. Growing Pains, Married with Children. What's the other one? Family Ties. Then they had a couple other offshoots that were like not as good. Oh yeah, I put the video up this afternoon. The Reaper fries and the Reaper burrito. Not as hot, but they were pretty spicy. I have to admit, the sauce on that was pretty spicy. So, and the ghost pepper pickles are a little more concentrated because they're sitting in that juice. I might if I go there again. All right, thanks, Mike and Missy. Got hitched. Thanks for stopping in. I know it's late and a lot of people are probably getting ready to go to bed, so. They do. When they sit in the brine like that, it makes them that much hotter. When they make the sauce for the Reaper fries, they just grind up the sauce and the peppers in the sauce. It's the marinated stuff that gets you. Yeah, I know. I'm sure you guys got things to do. A lot of people getting up, getting to work, doing their stuff. But yeah, I kind of come on at a weird time. It's like the one coast is getting ready to go to bed, and the other coast is getting up from sleeping. So I'm kind of caught in limbo. Yeah, they do. Well, it wasn't a hat shop. It was a, I'm in California. It was a surplus store. They had different, they had hats, they had camping gear, they had tents and backpacking stuff. That's where I got the MRE. Really? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I do remember. Do you know this one, Paul? Do you remember the Laverne and Shirley cartoon? Laverne and Shirley joined the army. Okay, Harden. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. Okay. Yeah, see you guys. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, they had Laverne and Shirley join the army, and it was a cartoon. I don't remember Lenny and Squiggy. It must not have been very many episodes, maybe like a handful of them. I know they did a couple other spin-offs, or they were going to do some spin-offs. Ernest. Oh, yeah. Know what I mean, Vern? Remember that one? Yeah, I remember all those old shows. Spin-offs. Did you guys ever see the one that was actually a spin-off of All in the Family? I don't even know if they have it out there to watch. It's called 704 Hauser Street. It didn't even have Archie or anybody from the show. It was just someone that lived in the house. It was only on for like a couple episodes. I think they did have an Ernest cartoon, believe it or not. Seems like I remember something about that. Back then, they had everything for Saturday morning cartoons. They had Pac-Man, Scooby-Doo, all kinds of video games like Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Zelda, Mario Brothers. Pretty much any video game was a cartoon. But I think they might have had an Ernest cartoon, believe it or not. Sounds like something they did. I don't know. I don't remember. Can't remember on that one. Have to look it up. I don't know. It's been a while. Used to watch all the Saturday morning cartoons, but now it's like they're not as good. Give me old classics, Looney Tunes, all those stuff. Now, too many different ones. They had some weird ones too, man, back in the old days. But now, I'm gonna have to, I'll be right back. I gotta excuse myself for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Had to make a pit stop. I'm back. Sorry, I had to. Yeah, the Fonz and Happy Days, and it had Mr. Cool, the dog. Mr. Cool. Eh. Yeah, Fonzie was cool back in the day. Yeah, I had to take a break for a minute, but I'm back. We're talking about old TV shows and old series and old cartoons that used to be on, kind of the lesser known ones. I don't know if you remember some of the ones that they had. It was like Saturday morning cartoons. There were video games and, you know, obscure TV shows that were made into video game or made into cartoons. Yeah, Henry Winkler. Then they had like all the TV shows, like Laverne and Shirley was one. They did one, Gilligan's Planet. What else was the other ones? Yeah, Gilligan's Brady Bunch. They did a Brady Bunch cartoon. It was like Brady Kids. A couple other ones they did too. I can't remember them now. Bug. Oh, hey. Sorry, there's a bug flying around in here. Yeah, I remember that. It was Princess Zelda was all the Saturday morning. It's the Princess Link cartoon, and then they had all the villains from that they used to have in there. The turtles and the what was it? All the different things, and then they had yeah, all the cartoon ones, the Pikachu and the Pokemon and all that. They had a Pac-Man cartoon. I remember that. And I can't remember some of the other ones. Yeah, that lasted like about a minute. Brady Bunch Hour, I think it was called. Or the Brady Hour, maybe. Take this off, it's still hot. No, I never got that one. Put the cow on. It's a little hot on my ears. He-Man, yeah. G.I. Joe and the Turtles. What was the other ones? They had a bunch of different ones. Yeah, they had He-Man and She-Ra, and then they had one called Brave Star, one called Thundar the Barbarian, Blackstone. What else was the other ones? A couple other ones like Thundercats. Boy. Then they had that one Mask, GoBots, Transformers. Oh, I remember Bobby's World. I have that. I have Howie Mandel's. I think I got the cassette of it, and it was like Howie Mandel. I can't remember the name of the album, but he's Bobby. My name is Bobby. And it's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. That was, oh, Fits Like a Glove. That's what it was. It's called Fits Like a Glove, and he had the glove. Well, you remember he used to put the glove on his head and blow it up? He did the comedy routine. He dressed like a surgeon, and he blow the glove up on his head. That's old. Bobby's World. Bobby. Oh yeah, Pirates of Darkwater. I remember that. Back to the Future. What was the other one? There was a couple other ones that were like kind of like adventure type things. Can't remember. I remember they had the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon that was kind of lame. Oh yeah. Herculoids. That was another one. Space Ghost. Herculoid, Space Ghost. Trying to think. Yeah, Herculoid, Space Ghost. Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Yeah, they had the cartoons. They also had they had a Donkey Kong one too. Donkey Kong movie or cartoon. Donkey Kong. Remember that one? Two Stupid Dogs. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. Of course, Beavis and Butthead. I kind of remember that one. What was the other ones? They had some other ones that were like, it was kind of, I think it was like a local TV show. It was like called Mighty Heroes. And then there was Hector Heathcote, Tennessee Tuxedo, Underdog. And then the one, the Bullwinkle, Fractured Fairy Tales. What was the other ones? Aesop's Fables. And then they had like Pink Panther, Jabberjaw, Mr. Shark. They had that one. It was on the Pink Panther show. Mr. Jaws, or it was Mr. Jaws. He would Catfish was his little sidekick, and he'd always come up and he'd scare people and go, "Gotcha!" Shark, shark, shark. Everybody go running away. Heathcliff, yeah. I remember the Heathcliff. Heathcliff. DuckTales and what was that? The Tailspin. DuckTales. Do you guys remember the one, the Animaniacs? I don't remember that one. Grape Ape, yeah, Magilla Gorilla, Yogi Bear. Hey, boo boo. Hey, boo boo. The ranger's really gonna be pissed if he sees you. Get those picnic baskets. Yeah, Rescue Rangers. They had the one Centurions. They had yeah, I loved Hanna-Barbera too. Then there was the one. There was kind of the weird ones, like the what was the one with the Hillbilly Bears? Oh yeah, it was I think it was just called the Ant and the Aardvark. I don't remember. Yeah, I remember that one. It was just Aardvark. Something with the Aardvark, yeah. Goof Troop. I remember the one with the Aardvark. Adam Ant. Grape Ape. Then they did the Yogi's Gang with the Flying Ark. The Wacky Races. Hillbilly Bears. Dastardly and Muttley. Yeah, the original one with Spider-Man, the one way back when. Then they had the Justice League, Super Friends. Meanwhile, back in the Hall of Justice, the Legion of Doom. Ted Knight used to do the voiceover for that. Wonder Twin powers activate. Yeah, Gleep the monkey. They always had the sidekick, and it was like always lame. The monkey was lame. No, I remember C-Lab. I don't remember Mission Hill. I remember C-Lab 2049 or something like that. I don't remember Mission Hill. Captain Planet. Yeah, that was kind of lame. Then the G.I. Joe and a couple other ones. Yo, Joe. What was that other one? Josie and the Pussycats, Gem and the Holograms. Can't remember some of the other ones that were like that, along the same lines. I actually watched those movies that they made. Gem and the Hologram movie and the Josie and the Pussycat movies. They were kind of lame. Double Dragon. Yeah, I kind of remember that one. Well, then they had the other ones back from the 70s. It was like Battletoads, Mega Man. Yeah, I remember those. Back in they had the Sid and Marty Krofft, the Super Show, the Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. What was the other one? HR Puffin Stuff. A couple of the other ones that were on there. Land of the Lost. All those old ones. They had that. Electro Woman and Dyna Girl. That was a funny one. They actually did a remake of that movie a couple years ago with some new people. It was like a web series. I don't remember that one, but I remember that it was there. I don't think I ever watched it. You know, you make it big when you're a cartoon. Yeah, they had so many different cartoons. It wasn't just so many to remember, and they were like some of them were off the wall. They didn't last. And I tried to remember. I'm trying to remember all of them. Doctor Shrinker, yep. Lost Saucer, Terrahawks. Then they had what's the other one? Silverhawks, Battle of the Planets. Yep, Doctor Shrinker, Speed Buggy, Doctor Shrinker, Lidsville. There were a couple other ones. Only a couple of them that were only on like one or two times. That I remember, yeah, Lost Saucer, Doctor Shrinker, Doctor Shrinker, Doctor Shrinker. He's a madman with an evil mind. Doctor Shrinker. Yeah, Land of the Lost, Sigmund and Sea Monsters. All those old Marty Krofft ones. What was the other one? Johnny Quest. That was one of them. Speed Racer, yeah. That was a cool one. Bugaloos. That was the other one. Bugaloos. Oh god, that didn't last very long. That was like a lame one. Oh really? That's cool. Yeah, it was a while ago. But yeah, Speed Racer was cool. I remember when I would be in school, I would come home to watch Speed Racer. It was on like in the afternoon. Class got out at like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and I have to run home to catch Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go. Then they remade it, and it wasn't as good. Then they did the movie, and the movie stunk. Yeah, wasn't any. I liked the old one. Back in the old days, man. Yeah, the new one's it's not as good. I watched it. The whole car is different on the new cartoon, and then the the movie was not very good. And then what's the other ones? Speed Racer. Then I used to like watching Star Blazers, Micross, yeah, Racer X. Little did they know that Racer X was Speed's brother Rex, who they thought had died earlier. Spectre Gadget, yeah. Herbie the Love Bug, yeah, I remember that one. It's a movie, but I think it might have been a cartoon too. Do you guys remember the old Disney movies that they used to have? Like the old ones that used to be in the movies, like Apple Dumpling Gang and yeah, Herbie the Love Bug and some of those other ones. Kind of the Disney movies, and then one was like they had a couple of them. One was called North Avenue Irregulars. One was called Scavenger Hunt. Gus was one about the soccer mule. God, there was a couple other ones. That Darned Cat from Outer Space. There's a whole bunch of like the same kind of movies back in the old days. And then there was the other ones. Freaky Friday, the original one. Yep, those were all the ones. Freaky Friday, and then the other one was Parent Trap. Those were old. Garfield. Yeah, Garfield. Well, then they made a movie too, Garfield. Peanuts. Charlie Brown. All those old ones. I thought Snoopy was cool. Escape to Witch Mountain and Return to Witch Mountain. They did the one with the rock was Race to Witch Mountain, which was not very good. But I remember the original one. Yeah, Escape to Witch Mountain, Return to Witch Mountain. Those were kind of like the, I don't know, they were kind of like the mainstream Disney movies back then. Then they did the one which was actually kind of ahead of its time. You guys remember The Black Hole? That was actually a pretty good movie. I mean, for a sci-fi Disney movie, they spent a lot of money on special effects. I remember that. Didn't do very well, but I liked that movie. That was cool. Oh yeah, I gotta watch that. We got a channel back that went away and then it came back, and now they're starting to put on the old shows. And I taped it again, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Guys, remember Buck Rogers in the 25th century? Remember that one? Oh yeah, they did Tron. Yeah, it was one of the first ones. But yeah, I gotta watch that episode of Buck Rogers. Hulk Hogan's, yeah, remember that. Rockin' wrestling, and yeah, I used to watch that Buck Rogers. That was a cool back in the old days, man. It's like the big Battlestar Galactica and Buck Rogers and a couple other ones back from like the 80s. 80s sci-fi shows. They did one, Logan's Run. They have another one. It was the Planet of the Apes series on TV. Yeah, that was bad. The remake of it with the Space Scouts, and they were able to jump in the air, and they had the flying motorcycles, and yeah, Buffy. Yeah, Galactica 1980 was like, yeah, why did they do it? Yeah. They had Logan's Run. They made a Logan's Run series for a minute. That was my favorite one. I used to love the old sci-fi ones. Hey, Joran. Oh, that's nice to see you guys. Yeah, it's nice to see you everybody stop in. Afternoon, yeah, it's probably afternoon there. It's like 3:30 here, but different time. But yeah, I remember all those old the sci-fi movies back then. Yeah, Logan's Run. Yeah, Buck Rogers. It was actually in the first Buck Rogers episode was actually the movie, and then they put it on to TV. But all those old sci-fis back then, man, they don't have them like that anymore. But they were all cheesy effects. Yeah, I don't know. The Galactica and Star Trek was earlier though. That was in the 60s. Yeah, it was only on. I've only seen it on. I saw it on YouTube. You can watch it. It was only on like one season, and it was about a garbage scow. It's like a garbage ship, and I saw one episode. I watched one episode. It was kind of a weird one. It was supposed to be like a comedy, but it was kind of lame and it didn't last long. Yeah, Quark. Salvage 1. Trying to remember all the other. other ones. They had another one that was on. Oh my god, I think it was called Outer World. I think it was called Outer World or Outworld or something like that. And it's about the family that got into like a parallel dimension, and then they were like trying to get home, and they went through these like gates or something. And then the one guy was chasing them, and it was like in the apocalyptic war. It was only on for like one season, and they had these like towers, something like that. I actually watched one of them. I found it on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. It was called Outer World or Outworld, something like that. It's kind of before all the other stuff, and sometimes they came up with kind of weird concepts for shows that never lasted. They had what was that other one? Never watched that one. I actually went back and what was it? I think it was on one of these services I had. I don't remember what one it was, but they had a series. It was called Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It wasn't the movie. It was actually a series. Oh yeah, I met Red Dwarf. I met two of the people from Red Dwarf. I got to hang out with them. I had the autograph, but I don't think I have it anymore. But I got to meet up with them. Got a dinner. I went to a dinner and I got to hang out with them. Yeah, Red Dwarf was cool. I love that one. But yeah, I got to meet Lister and the cat in person. And I even got to hold the cat's drink while he was signing autographs. That was a long time ago. That would have been back in the 80s. But I got to meet them. They were cool, man. They were like just like in the show. Yeah, I think yeah, that was a while ago. I watched all of them. It was like 5 or 6 episodes back from like the 70s, I think it was 70s or early 80s. I still want to watch the other ones, The Prisoner and a couple other ones. Blake 7. That's the other one I want to. Haven't been able to find those. Blake 7 and The Prisoner and a couple of those old sci-fi. I don't even know if you can watch them on. I don't even know if they have them on DVD anymore. Because I like Doctor Who, but that was kind of the spin-off. I remember those old ones. Yeah, Blake 7, Prisoner. Well, in the Red Dwarf. Oh, well, they used to have them on PBS because Red Dwarf was on there. Blake 7. I think they even had the Hitchhiker's Guide, and then they had The Prisoner and Doctor Who. They always used to put them on PBS, and it was like a pledge drive. That was like their big draw, but I don't think they do that anymore, at least on my PBS channel. They had a telethon, you'd call in and pledge the pledge drive. They would show episodes of Blake 7, Doctor Who, all those old, it was sci-fi night they used to have. They don't do that anymore. I wish they would. And then some of the other strange ones that didn't last very long. They had one Um, they had one. They said it was probably the worst sci-fi comedy of all time. And it had the lady that played Mrs. Slocum on Are You Being Served? I remember that. Starsky and Hutch was cool. Man, my nose is bugging me. Um, it was called Come Back, Mrs. Noah. And she was like an astronaut. It didn't. It was only a couple episodes. They said it was so horrible. It was like the worst show they ever made. But yeah, I remember Starsky and Hutch, Charlie's Angels, um, all those old ones. Um, oh yeah, Joe Bob Briggs, Drive-In Theater was it? You also remember the other one that they had on on USA, Up All Night with Rhonda Shear, and then they had Gilbert Godfrey would show all the really bad movies, the B movies, and all the crummy ones. USA Up All Night. She was always on there and lounging around, and then Gilbert Godfrey had his version, and he was like annoying. Joe Bob Briggs, yeah, he was it driving? It was Drive-In Theater, or it was maybe yeah, Monster Vision, I think it was. Oh, you did? Hmm. Yeah, they used to have those old ones, and then they had the bad movies. It was like lame movies. I used to tape them off of the show when they were on. Fast forward through it. That was a long time ago. That was in like the 80s. Do you guys remember? I bet you remember these ones. Did you guys have, if you had Showtime, you might have remembered this one. On Showtime, they used to have a Robosize. It was like, almost like a porno for kids, or porno for, teenagers. So the ladies in spandex doing the workout, and the camera would like rotate around. I don't remember. You guys remember that one? Yeah, the cheesy monster flicks, but yeah, Robosize. And they would do 1, 2, 1, 2, and it would just be a close up of the girl, of her leg or her butt or whatever it was. And kept going around in circles while they did their little exercise routine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I think you could probably find an episode of it. It was a Robosize. No, that was Jane Fonda workout, but there was actually one called the Robosize, and it had like, music in the background, and never showed the girls' faces, it just showed their bodies. Went around in circles. Yeah, I remember that. Then the Showtime used to have all those old shows, Super Dave, Bizarre. That was kind of a crazy show. I tried to watch some of those. I tried to find some of those old episodes, but they didn't want to put them on because they were kind of racy. The women would take their top off. They also had the racially bigot family. And then also Super Dave was always getting blown up and doing crazy stuff. Fuji, his assistant Fuji, shot him with a flaming arrow. It was always a dummy. Put him in the crane and dropped something on him. Yeah, Tiny Toons, Animaniacs. Yeah, those were some of the old ones. Back when. Yeah, they don't do those anymore, man. They've gone away from all that stuff, but I remember a lot of that old stuff. I never really got into the X-Files. I don't know, just wasn't my thing. Didn't matter to me what was out there. I don't know, it just wasn't one of the ones I liked Quantum Leap and some of those other ones that they used to have. Quantum Leap and some of those other old shows from way back. Trying to remember all the other ones. Those were big too, man. When they were on for so long and then they ended up going off the air. That was one of the few ones that when Quantum Leap went off, they actually did a pretty good job of wrapping it up. A lot of them they would end the show and then it would be like what was that? Was that, you call that an ending? Left you guessing. Like, did you guys ever watch, it was a couple years ago, that Under the Dome? That one sucked. They ended that so stupid. They built it all up and then the last season they like totally screwed it up. They do that with those shows. It's like, okay, now we're going to end it and we'll just put some lame ending in here. Not resolve anything. Yeah, well, they got the new MacGyver on now, so I don't think I ever watched the original one. Magnum PI, MacGyver, Knight Rider, Dukes of Hazzard, all along the same time. Of course, then there's the ever popular Baywatch. She's running in slow motion. You gotta love Baywatch. That was like popular. The guy Sam Beckett used to jump in time into different bodies, and then they had the computer program that the computer guy, that hologram, he tried to set things right before he leaped into something else. You can always go back in time. Yeah, there's been a new MacGyver that's been on a couple seasons now. It's got a different guy for MacGyver, but it's not bad. But yeah, there's a new Magnum PI. There's a Hawaii 5-0. Yeah, so they're bringing back all the old ones with different people. Yeah, Magnum PI, MacGyver. Yeah, I know. That's why I said you have to be. Baywatch was a whole different thing. It was kind of one of those mindless shows. You didn't watch it for the plot. Yeah, they did for a minute. I don't think I ever watched any of those Lethal Weapons. Yeah, sometimes when they adapt the movies into shows, they just didn't work. They had one that was on for a minute. I was reading about it. It's like one of the worst shows ever. It was called I think it was called Beta House. And it was like a adaptation of Revenge of the Nerds. Tanked. Then there was one called Co-Eds that tanked. Hey Drago, how's it going? You're back. Still on. I liked Alf. I don't know if was there a RoboCop series? Maybe for a minute. I think I kind of remember something about that. Hey, hey, BC. Yes, Moo. I had the wig on, I had the bunny on, and I don't know. Maybe I'll just take the cat off altogether. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually gonna. I'll just take this hat off. I was gonna make a different one. I was gonna call it the Drunians. The Drunians. That's what I was thinking of calling everybody. The Drunians, like the Minions, but the Drunians. Have a little guys with the eye, the one eye. Maybe I'll put a different spin on it with a Burger King crown or something. I don't know. Oh, really? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I just don't know about. I haven't gotten into the merch, the whole merchandising thing. I don't really know where to get started. I don't know how to do any of that. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, sometimes some of them were just really bad and you couldn't watch the shows. There's a couple like that. I could never watch them and it's like, okay, really? You're gonna make this into a show? Did you guys remember the one that they had on for a minute? Oh my God, what was it called? Oh boy, I'll remember it in a little bit. It was like a musical. It was like a musical, uh, like a medieval kind of musical thing. I can't remember the name of it. It was just on, and they would sing and dance and stuff. Then it was on for a couple times, a couple seasons, and then they finally canceled it. I think it was on NBC or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. It was some weird name. And like it was like the knights and the something about the princess was in there and she got locked in a castle. I can't remember it, but it was one of those lame shows. Remember the other one they had, Cop Rock, where they would sing and dance. They were cops. That lasted about 10 seconds. So it was so bad they only put on like 2 episodes of it. Cop Rock. Singing and dancing cops. So there you go. Oh well. Hey, I'm single at 52, 51, so go figure. Yeah. Marry a librarian, huh? Marrying the librarian. Marrying the librarian. You know what? If you wanted to see a funny movie, about librarian. Watch a movie called Tomcats. That's got a funny one. If you want to see a funny movie librarian about a librarian, watch Tomcats. It's a funny one. They had a librarian in there and she turned out to be a freak. So you gotta watch them. Librarians that are all good and proper and they turn out to be, you know, crazy, freaky librarians, so you gotta watch out for them. I don't know. She got too freaky and her grandma got freaky too, so you never know. You got to watch out. Sometimes those librarians make you think they're all good and proper, but they're really a freak. Just got to watch out for it. Cuz she had the dungeon and the paddles and the torture rack and all that stuff. Guy didn't know what he was getting into. Lemon pudding, Jello? Or is it Jello lemon pudding? Or I think I have some to make. I don't know. I don't know if I have lemon. It's true. Like they say, never judge a book by its cover. It can be. Well, you get a nerd, they turn out to be freaky. Because remember Revenge of the Nerds? When that guy gets the girl in the space, with the space room on the waterbed thing, and are all nerds as good as you? So yeah. Why is that? All jocks think about every day is football, and all nerds think about is sex. No, I'm just a nerd, but yeah, I don't think about all that. Of course, I'm not trying to, you know, chase after Betty Childs and steal her away from Stan Gable. Oh yeah, the first one from MTV, yeah, Daria, Eon Flux, and then it was Beavis and Butthead, but yeah, it was along the same time. Yeah, you really got to get a lemon curd. You have to get a lemon curd pudding or make a lemon curd that has more lemon flavor to it. Lemon pudding's not the same. Or lemon jello is not the same. Give me a good lemon curd with lots of like tart lemon flavor to it. Okay, Joran, thanks for all right, thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you next time if you go back. Oh, I remember that, yeah. The head, it was a giant head. They used to have all those old shows on MTV. Now they don't even have anything. It's all these dating shows and Singled Out and Teen Mom and I don't know, all the other. I don't even watch MTV anymore. Spring Break, I remember they used to have that all the time. Jenny McCarthy was always on there and she's so annoying. Ricky Rackman. Spring Break and all those other ones. Yeah, that was funny. A while ago. Back when they used to play music videos. Now they don't even play anything. Yeah, but you got to get a good one. You got to make it yourself. Lemon curd. Yeah, I did. And most of the time when they brought them back, they were talking about, they didn't do like the videos. They were always doing the teen mom and the pregnant at 16 and ripping on those kind of things. That was because that was what was on MTV back then. They didn't have music videos anymore. So they had to rip on all the shows that were on. Yeah, but I totally remember. And Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. They were like cool back then, you know. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Yeah, my voice is shot today. Can't do it too good. I think I'm gonna have to rest my voice up because I don't know, talking too much lately. I might have to take a day off and give my voice a chance to recover. So yeah, I think I'll probably gonna have to wrap it up soon. Yeah, it's always good to get a good lemon curd. I don't remember. I have a couple Bang reviews out there and some other energy drinks. I don't remember if he's in it or not. I don't know. I have to go back through my reviews. I got a bunch out there. I probably should be, but I don't know. I have to find out. Kind of wanting to take a break one night. It's also going to depend, like if I get that trivia in, or I don't know. I might just take one day off and give my voice a little bit of chance to recover. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't even think I know any of those songs, so. Yeah, I don't know. Eventually, I think I'll try to get some other reviews done today. Might go down to the Wingstop and check out their new flavors again. Might get down to Burger King. I don't know. I have to see what I'm up to today. I don't know. Still kind of tired because I was up early and did that Reaper Fry review, and then kind of came home and got recovered. I had to do a real quick turnaround on that one today too, so. Oh yeah, well. Oh, Froze Rose? I have that one. I've done that one. I got to put that up. I got a Froze Rose, vanilla cherry, what's the other one? Lemon drop, a couple other ones, I think. I think I've done all the, oh, I have one I still got to do. Blue Raz. I found that one, but they also have coffee, like, it's like coffee ones. I can't remember what ones they are, but I don't like coffee, so I won't be doing those ones. I don't know if they are or not. They actually have a video game. They've got a game you can download, Breaking Bad. I actually was playing it a little bit. Sounds different. Yeah, they have a game called Breaking Bad Criminal Element, I think it is. Oh, Raindrops on Roses. It's on. I downloaded it on my tablet, and you basically you cook the meth, and then you go like street fights, and then battle for territory, and you improve your equipment, and then you get your crew, and you take out the rival drug lords and make money, sell stuff. Yeah, so it's like it's pretty much like the whole thing. And then the cut scenes, they have Jesse and um, Walter White. It's kind of cool. No, what you do is you have like a base, and then you like defend your base, and it's like the people try to invade your base, and you take over other people's bases, and then you capture stuff, and you get you know, better equipment, cook the different meth. I haven't played it too much. It's fairly new. Then you make more money, and then you get better equipment, and you raid rival labs. And then in between the cutscenes, it's like Jesse and Walter, and he's telling them how to run the empire. Yeah, maybe. You can download it. It's on. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your laptop. I think it's called Breaking Bad Criminal Elements. So check that out. It's one of those ones that takes a little while to get through the introduction, and you know, they tell you all the tutorial where they tell you what to do, and you have to go through it. It takes a little while, but it's okay. It's free. Hey, they got all kinds of different games now. Shooter games, simulation games, slot machines, everything. Farming games. Remember when when you used to go on AOL and you used to have, was it Farmville? That was like the big thing. Go on there and you play Farmville. Do your little farms and all that stuff. You had to go onto Facebook to do it. Like, wait, my crops are gonna die. I gotta go back and fix my crops. Or like you have to complete an order before the time is up. That was like the big thing. They had the one episode on South Park where he got sucked into the whole AOL thing, and Stan was in the game. No, BC. Maybe you do. Maybe you put them on your head. I don't know. But remember, Cartman got stuck in the game, and they were all in the whole Facebook land. Well, I also heard other things, BC, so better watch yourself. Don't want me telling your secrets. See, what time is it? It is 4 o'clock. Wow. Been on for 3 hours. So yeah, I think that's probably my cue. I've been on for 3 hours. That's probably my cue to wrap it up because I'm getting tired. So I appreciate everybody that stopped by tonight, hung out for a while. And like I said, I'm gonna try and do a couple things today later. And it depends on, how I feel. If I do go on tonight, I may keep it short. I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna depend. It's gonna depend on how I feel. If I get enough sleep, and I don't know. We'll see. But thanks, guys, for hanging out and talking. And I'll catch you on the next one. Hope everybody has a good, what is it now? Friday, right? Today's Friday. TGIF. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, anyways. All right, well, have a good one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. And talk to you guys later. Like I said, yeah, the cats are still asleep, so I've been haven't been bugged tonight. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Catch you on the next one.